bounce around Shaw. Inside Nugent Hopkins. Now Draisaitl again. Back to a one-timer for Bouchard and a save, Marc-Andre Fleury. The rebound picked up and cleared by Alex Goligoski. So not so much a shot block as the puck hit him.
No, it was, hey, it counts as a block. He's in the lane, but
here's McDavid.
Got a little lucky maybe on that one.
Nugent Hopkins check, back to McDavid. Threw it out, Bouchard. One-timer, Draisaitl scores, and Edmonton takes a 1-0 lead in St. Paul. Draisaitl, that's 4 in a row.
This is the power play Edmonton wanted to have. All starts with the entry, and just a great job in McDavid. He's pushed wide by Goligoski, but that's possession entry, set things up, moving around. And look at him flare way out wide. He understands that the defenseman wants to stand in that lane in a certain area, so he moves wider. It's a sharper angle, but he has the ability to make this shot, and that's exactly what he does. I mean, for Marc-Andre Fleury.
Close games, and we got another one brewing at Xcel Energy Center in the first of 3 meetings between these two clubs over the next 12 days. They play a home-and-home next weekend. Well, that's the key, because if he does issue one, it could be trouble. Off the draw, loading and firing and missing was Kaprizov. Rebound banked in off Campbell by Eriksson Ek, and Minnesota's tied it on the power play. That's goal number 7 for Eriksson Ek.
Jack Campbell, he has to respond to it, but I don't think it comes off the stick the way he thought it was gonna. So right there, Campbell is way out, trying to cut down that angle because it's a grade A chance for Kaprizov. And he misses it wide. It's a hard carom off the wall, and for Eriksson Ek, he wisely just chops it towards the net. Campbell gets a big piece of it, but it goes off of his left inside of his leg and finds its way into the net to tie this game.
He almost pushed. That was the McDavid draft.
Unbelievable. Yeah, but he is dynamic.
Here's a turnover by Campbell, but got bailed out in front, tapped ahead, and now it's Draisaitl and McDavid 2-on-1, and McDavid finishes. Edmonton regains the lead 2-1 on McDavid's 19th.
Makes the play out of the zone because he's pressured. This puck eventually will come up to him right here, and he makes that little stop. As Middleton tried to poke that puck off the stick, he finds Draisaitl and over to McDavid. What a beautiful, beautiful little sauce pass over the sprawling defender. And he puts it home. As Spurgeon tried to take everything away, I mean, one of the best, if not the best passer in the game, Leon Draisaitl puts it right on the tape, and McDavid is not going to miss from there. So Edmonton looking for another kill here. Up by a goal.
Game without a great deal of shot opportunities, but off the draw, another great chance. Backhander score! And Kaprizov has his first career goal against Edmonton, and it ties this one at 2.
All this traffic, it's a face-off that's up for grabs, and on his knees Eriksson Ek is able to get this puck back, and then Kaprizov separates. That battle right there, so it's a battle in tight that Kaprizov wins to get it to Boldy, the backhand back to him, one stick handle the backhand, and it's done. But look at this, it's the hunt for that puck. They win it, and then what a finish in tight by Kaprizov. 47 goals last year.
Ryan Hartman not traveling with Minnesota on the upcoming road trip, so you won't see him in Edmonton. And the reason we mention him is he had 34 goals a year ago.
Yeah, what a huge season for him. 65 points.
Throw a backhander score over the right shoulder, and Minnesota has its first lead of the night. 3-2, Freddie Gaudreau with his 4th.
Corner, that leads to the first chance as Kaprizov was the first one on that puck, and then they're scrambling, and this puck doesn't get all the way through the neutral zone. What a beautiful backhand shelf by Gaudreau as he takes this pass on the fly, nice little sauce pass, and quickly goes to the backhand short side on Jack Campbell. But it seems like anytime Edmonton has turned that puck over, and similarly in the opposite zone, when the puck turns over,
Draisaitl between McDavid and Zach Hyman. And Leon Draisaitl with game winners in 3 straight. The only 2 players in NHL history to make it 4 in a row. Rebound, soft chip. Malone ushers it back through center. Merrill to Kaprizov, and Minnesota with a reload. Zuccarello to the middle of the ice, wide open, and Steele scores! 4-2 Wild.
he's hot right now too. putting up some points. That's his third goal in the last 5 games, and beautiful pass. Just an area into the backhand of steal. So he has the option to try and go high on that backhand side. Campbell has to respect that. Zuccarello puts it right on the tape, and it's a quick backhand to forehand move for Steele that gets around the pad of Campbell, tucks it home. 4-2 for the Wild.
And again, a bit of a gut check.
For Edmonton, 13 shots through 2 periods and almost 4 minutes of this third period. As you mentioned, need to find some more. They did get a couple from sharp angles on Fleury, as that one's wrapped around.
Nugent-Hopkins, Bouchard, Nugent-Hopkins, McDavid a one-timer, and that clipped the side of the net. That pass a little off the mark. Bouchard threw it back in front, deflected. Draisaitl back to it. What a save on Nugent-Hopkins by Marc-Andre Fleury.
Chance they were looking for. Here it is right here. Nugent-Hopkins looks like he has an open net and a sprawling blocker.
What a job Dean Evison has done. I mean, he's the 5th fastest coach in the history of the league to 100 victories. Dumba shot dribbled through the legs of Campbell. 5-2 Wild. Might have been tipped in front.
First through the pile, so it looks like he got a piece of it. It's not a real hard shot by Dumba. He fakes that slapper. Janmark gets out of that shooting lane, and you zip it into traffic. It bounces off a shin pad stick. No question, this one changed direction. Zuccarello sees it the whole way, and I think he knocked it down with a stick on a beautiful little tip. Boom, right there. So it's a high one that Campbell's expecting, goes right down. They're still giving it to Dumba. They haven't changed it. We believe it deflected.
And since we're always right, it's become law. Here's Kaprizov. Coming off the goal line. Trying to center, tipped on net. What a save. Campbell in a second stop. Janmark to Puljujärvi. Trying to get around Goligoski. Janmark dishes. One-timer, and that was whistled. That catch the outside of the post.
Oh, there's a blocker of Fleury.
Fleury got a piece, but I thought it might have grazed. It had an odd ricochet
in the process, right? Just blows it right out of his hand, and then Puljujärvi comes down and tries to test that blocker side as well.
Ryan wins the faceoff. Shot by Kostin, and he scores with 3.7 to go. Clean Kostin with his first goal for the Edmonton Oilers.
So for Fleury, he's got to pick it up as he's going down, and just right there, uses the screen a little bit of the defender Merrill in front. You can see from this angle, I mean, he can't see that puck. No way. And right away, Merrill knew it, gives Fleury a little tap. Fleury was upset. There's a knuckle or two. I mean, the dreaded.
It's still a 5-3 victory. Clean Kostin with his 6th career goal in the National Hockey League. Scored 4 last year as a member of the St. Louis Blues, but while Edmonton gets the final tally,